Hello, welcome to Izzy's Tarot. Thank you for coming to my channel. You could have gone anywhere, but you came to my channel. For that, I'm always grateful. Thank you so much. I am going to do your Aquarius love prediction reading for August 18th through August 24th. Please keep in mind, this is a general read. If it's not your story, it's not your story. Don't try to make it your story. Just take what you can from it and leave the rest. In addition, please know this energy can go either way. It can be your energy, your significant other's energy, or someone else that's in your love space. Please keep that in mind as you watch and as you listen. Hey, if you enjoy my reading or if my reading resonates with you, please give me a subscription or like. I'd be most humbled. I'm always honored and very grateful if you decide to give me a subscription or a like. Thank you. Thank you in advance if you do. Let's see what's going on with my lovable, peaceful, kind, sweet, fun, giving Aquarius. Show me, spirit guides, what's going on with my Aquas. Let's see, Aquas, what you got going on. Show me, spirit guides. Ten of Swords, King of Swords, Six of Pentacles, Wheel of Fortune, oops, and the Queen of Swords. Well, I don't know whoever I'm reading for, but I tell you this much, it's all about you now. Hey, whomever this person was, the Ten of Swords is leading your reading. The Ten of Swords is like, I'm over it. I'm done with it. There is nothing else to be said about this situation that you're in. Whoever this person is, he was a see the king. He was a king of swords. Let me say this: he was very intelligent. You guys connected on that. Very intelligent. However, he's cold, and in some ways, I'm going to be very honest with you, Aquarius. You might have connected a little bit with him on that as well. I'm going to be very honest because Aquariuses can be, they're very they've never met a stranger. They're very good people as far as that's concerned, but they're kind of standoffish. You don't really get to know an Aquarius. An Aquarius only lets certain people into their space. Um, and whoever this was, though, you did let him into your space, but you've had enough of him. There's something that broke this down. It's something that you needed to know about this relationship. I will say that because see, the King of Swords is here. He's very intelligent, he's very rational, but the thing about the King of Swords, he wants things to be his way. The King of Swords has certain ways. He wants you to look a certain way, to be a certain way. He's very rigid. He doesn't know how to bend. It's all about him. He's selfish. He can be very selfish, and I'm telling you, you have said enough. You've had enough of it. You've had enough of the selfish energy that he's put out to you. In the middle of the reading is the Six of Pentacles, and that's someone that energy is about giving. Giving, 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 and receiving in return. You were not receiving that from him. You were giving all your energy to him, but he was not giving you anything back. Yeah, there are some similarities between you and the King of Swords. The King of Swords can be an Aquarius, a Libra, or a Gemini. But there are some similarities between you. But the things that were right. But the things that are wrong are so wrong that you don't want to be a part. You don't want to. You don't want to deal with him anymore. He also could be a police officer. He could be a judge. He could work in the legal field as well. But also, when you see the Wheel of Fortune here, hmm this was some type of karmic relationship that you had to learn a lesson. There's something here that you had to learn a lesson from. And let me say this to you, Aquarius. This is what I think. I think you needed to learn that just because you give doesn't mean that people give back to you, and that you need to still be with them. Because, like I said, this person, you gave everything to him. You were the one that was giving, but you were not getting anything in return. But guess what? Here's this old Queen of Swords coming up. Because here's this King of Swords and the Queen of Swords. Whenever you see the King and the Queen of Swords, it is no joke. King and Queen of Swords, they go at it. They know how to. I'm telling you, and I told you there were some similarities between you guys. Very much so. So whoever this is, you guys were very much alike, almost to the point that you were stuck in a situation where there was nothing here. There was no more love to give. There was no more, I don't know, just understanding. No more. It's just like you both were almost too much alike. And I don't know what else to say about that. This was a karmic situation. This was a karmic love. This is something that you had to learn from each other. But you had to learn. The Queen of Swords, she's a no nonsense, I don't give a flip type person. She can be a bitter Betty. She can be a nasty Veronica. But you had to learn something from this King of Swords, and you've learned it, and guess what? You come to the end now, and you're saying no more. There's nothing else you need to know. I think he's hurt you enough. I think you've hurt him enough. I think this has been a reciprocal relationship. It's just been about hurt. But hurt people hurt people. And I think this was two hurting people that have finally said, look, this isn't going to work. Give me 3 to 5 minutes. Let me clarify the reading. Sit back, relax. Give me 3 to 5 minutes. Let me clarify the reading. See what additional information the Spirit Guides want you to know. Let's see. Show me, Spirit Guides. Why is the Ten of Swords here for my Aquarius? Show me, Spirit Guides. Why is the Ten of Swords here for my Aquarius? Eight of Swords. Eight of Swords. It's over the Ten of Swords. I told you, see, you kept holding on. You felt trapped. You felt like it's almost like because you were so alike that you felt trapped. You felt this was the one. You felt possibly that it was only you, and that there were issues here. But no, it wasn't. It wasn't just you. Every time you thought about walking away, you knew this person stayed on you every time because you might have tried to leave him. You guys might have departed, have broken up in the past. But every time, he was always in your thought process, in your mind, and you could not release him. You could not release his energy. So let's see why the King of Swords is here now. But when I see it over this Ten of Swords, that means you finally release this energy. You feel trapped, though. You still feel trapped. You still think about him all the time. So let's see why the King of Swords is here. Show me, Spirit Guides. He's just not good for you. I mean, because you're almost too much alike. Two of the same people. So let's see why the King of Swords is here. Show me, Spirit Guides. The Strength card. Strength card can represent a Leo sun sign. But the Strength card is having resilience, having strength to try to make something work out. You know what I'm saying? In other words, you know that you two are exactly alike, but you had the Strength card and the resilience and trying to hold on in there, trying to make it work out with him. Because, see, what really happens is you saw yourself in him as well. The intelligence, the coldness sometimes. Sometimes feeling that he wasn't emotionally unavailable. And that's the way you treated him as well. Let's see why the Six of Pentacles is here. Show me, Spirit Guides. Why is the Six of Pentacles here? The Strength card can also, like I said, represent a Leo sun sign. But, like I said, with this situation, it's like you figured out. I don't know, you were trying to get this man. It's almost like you wanted him to act like you or to do things like you wanted him to do it. And you can't do that because everybody has their own mind process and thought process. So let's see why the Six of Pentacles is here. Show me, Spirit Guides. Why is the Six of Pentacles here? Yep, that's the Seven of Wands. You're being defensive now. You've been defensive because you're letting them know, I don't want to be with you anymore because these are the things that how you made me feel. That Seven of Wands is standing up for yourself. Finally, you're standing up for yourself because, it's sometimes we don't. But for that, when I see the Seven of Wands come over the Six of Pentacles, you're letting him know just how much and how he made you feel. How much you tried. How you tried. And, now it's time to say goodbye. It's just time to say goodbye because you're too much alike and there's nothing here for growth. There's nothing here. Neither one of you want to bend. You're both irrational. Even though you are rational as people, you're irrational as a couple together because you both want things your ways. You're both selfish sometimes. There's no bend with your relationship. Let's see why the Wheel of Fortune is here. Show me, Spirit Guides. Why is the Wheel of Fortune here for my Aquarius? There's that Judgment card. The Judgment card. Did not tell you the Eight of Swords is here. The Judgment card is you're thinking about going back. That's all I can say. That's what the Judgment card is saying. We're still in the middle of I don't know whenever you're listening to this reading, but it is still in the middle of Mercury retrograde. But, that Judgment card lets me know here is this Wheel of Fortune here. Wheel of Fortune is trying to move you out. Wheel of Fortune is saying this has been a karmic love. And every time you try to walk away, you keep going back to it. You keep going back. You keep saying, oh, well, maybe it's me. Well, maybe it is you. But are things changing? This Judgment card is a realization that you know. It's a realization. It's knowing that this is not it. So let's see why the Queen of Swords is here. Even though you're thinking about going back, let's see. There's the Three of Swords. Yeah. Every time you go back to him, it's heartbreak. Three of Swords is over the Queen of Swords. You guys have caustic tongues too. You talk crazy to each other sometimes. This relationship is just not. I don't see it. It's just not meant to be. That's what I say. But here's the Ten of Swords. I start at the beginning. Here's the Ten of Swords over the Eight of Swords. And the Eight of Swords is like you just feel trapped. You feel like you cannot change. You cannot walk away from him. You cannot move away from him because this is a karmic love. The only way that you move away from this man is that you figure it out, whatever you need to figure out. And here's the King of Swords. I told you could be a Libra, Aquarius, or Gemini. But here's the Strength card here. And here you are still trying to get him to do exactly what you want him to do. And he tries to get you to do exactly what he wants you to do. There is no bend in this relationship. These are two people that are too much alike. There's no bend. You're both rational, but you're irrational because this relationship, you want it to be a certain way. Now, he's very much authoritative. He could be a police officer, he could be a judge, he could work in the legal field, but here's the deal. You both are a lot alike. You're both sometimes emotionally unavailable. There is no bend with this relationship. The Six of Pentacles is here, though. And the Six of Pentacles is what you want. You're the one. You say you want to be like this. You say you want to be a Six of Pentacles. You're giving this energy that, hey, I want to, I'm giving you my love. I want to be able to have kindness and generosity. But here's the deal, Aquarius. The only reason you give this energy is so you can get it in return. You don't give it from your heart space. Just telling you, don't get upset with me. That's just what I see. Because the Seven of Wands is there. The Seven of Wands is that you keep standing up for yourself. You're finally standing up for yourself, which is good. Which I think you've already been standing up for yourself. But the Seven of Wands is just validating, just giving you the truth. Letting you think, oh, okay, this is why. This is why, because he's not giving me this love back in return that I'm giving to him. However, this is you wanting the same thing. This is you giving so you can get. Here's a Wheel of Fortune here. This is a karmic love, and that's why you keep coming back. This Judgment card is here. This is a karmic love. You got to learn the lesson. That Judgment card leads, learn the lesson. Because you're thinking about going back. But there's that Queen of Swords, and King and Queen of Swords can have a caustic tongue. They can be nasty to each other. They both want the same things. They do not know how to bend. And there's the Three of Swords. You're heartbroken. You're heartbroken because you did love him. However, there is no bend in this relationship. So let's see what my oracles have to say to you. Let's see what my oracles have to say. Well, they're saying there's something better. I agree. I agree there's something better. It says meditation brings answers, prayer works. Absolutely. Absolutely, prayer works. They're telling you to let go. And I think you should. They're saying forgiveness. Forgiveness is for you and not him. And I think that